to be extending the city sewer out to Moonlight Bay. I was advised that me being a private citizen, it probably wouldn't carry much weight for me to run to the county. I am the president of the board, and so what we'd like to do is propose that the city help us with that issue. And I know there's a study supposedly going on.
Yep,
Yeah.
I think it's going on currently.
Yeah, but I would like to have the city, or we'd propose to have the city help us push that forward to have a more important aspect added to our crosswalk.
So you're in favor of the 35 and you'd like a lit crosswalk?
We would, yes.
Any plan on that, Phil, in the plan, or is that a yes or no, or?
We have a crosswalk improvement there. There is already one, a better crosswalk improvement, but I think he wants rapid flashing beacons.
And that's a county decision.
Right. And the concern is that the other crosswalks, I understand the one at the community center was gonna be lit.
It's not for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
but that's based on this.
That's
this
kind of
study.
under the same rule.
Okay.
And I don't know, Tim, I could put you on the, do you want to just say anything to that? Are you going to look into it, or, sorry, you're here, I might as well throw you up on the pegboard.
I didn't do much government work, so that's why I've stuck around. The question is about the speed study, and so it is still ongoing. And right now in that area, it's 45 miles an hour, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Those types of systems are not recommended for streets or roads that have speeds of 45 miles an hour. So this came up at Daggett Pine also. There was some desire to have one there. So that's why, well, we haven't studied up there, and we really haven't looked into this, but until that speed is lower than 45, then I can't, in good conscience, violate the recommendations.
So
of
is there
those
any
uses.
influence or anything you can do? Because I think the appetite is real strong in
I
town
understand.
to slow the speed down. You've heard that. You know
I
that.
understand, and I have been talking with MnDOT
Yeah.
about it, and I've actually asked them to study more areas, and so they've kind of gone above and beyond. And like I said, I'll come back when the recommendations or the decision comes back, and we can talk about that, and then the course of action if it's not to your liking.
Yeah, but if it does go to 35, then it opens us up.
It makes it a better possibility.
Yeah, better
I
possibility
think
for right now.
there's some challenges with where it leads to and from, but I think that can be built into
Yeah.
the plan, so.
Could I leave you with a parting tip?
Sure.
I was in Door County the past week. They have a lot of speeds that are only 25 miles an hour in Wisconsin, so I don't know how they do it, but
Oh, they got a lot of them.
It just seems odd that we're going 45
Yeah,
along that stretch. You know, we go 35.
yeah, no, I know.
And then 45 all the rest
Yeah.
of the way, and, you know, we could just.
Can I?
But that is, I'm gonna throw Tim under the bus, but that's a county thing right now that we, other than asking for it,
Okay.
you know, it's their baby.
So in MnDOT, just for edification for everyone, is that actually the state statute requires that MnDOT set the speed limits on roads like that.
Yeah,
There's, if it was a city street, it'd be a different story, but, so they come out and they've shared with me the data, people are driving at over 45 miles an hour.
Oh,
So
yeah.
That's going against what your wishes, so that's how people are driving it, and that's how they set the speed limits.
yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Tim. Does it do us any good to call MnDOT and put a Dairy Queen certificate or something out there?
Well, let's talk offline, and maybe I can carry that one.
Good, thanks a lot, Tim.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Gary. Okay, anybody else for public forum? Okay, Mr. Person, I believe you have something?
Yeah, the letter I wrote, if you recall, there's one of these lake accesses, there's a private shed. There's a private shed in the middle of the public right-of-way. He knows, I've talked to him personally after this letter a couple of times. I know he has engaged a surveyor to do one of those vacation requests where he doesn't get rid of the access, but he moves it. I did warn him not to bank on that because sometimes they're denied or that's up to discretionary process, so you might need to move the shed before the application would be a good idea, or at least don't assume, the shed's not why he's asking for it, but anyway, I know that his surveyor has not been on site to do the final analysis, and I've told him to hurry up and talk to John. So that's what I know.
What did you tell them about the fine deal that we have? Didn't you mention something about that?
It's in the letter. I don't know how you want to, other than he was not at all, that doesn't mean how to enforce it, but he is not denying that he needs to move the shed. He's wanting to know where to put it, and he's waiting on a survey. Whether that's a legitimate reason to wait, I don't know. But he does want to do a vacation request, which is related to that issue, but he might get denied on that too.
Is it in the way of anything? Is it affecting anything?
Well, theoretically, I don't think anybody uses it for public use, but it's meant for public use, so it's
Yeah.
blocking people using like most of them, nobody uses them, but I
So are you
can't.
looking for direction or what to do?
I'm not
or-
looking for direction. I want you to know that staff brought this to your attention a long time ago. We wrote this letter in July, and obviously it's now October. Staff wanted to just put it in front of your view again. That's what's going on. If you think that's too lenient, or tell me, but that's what I know. He says he's gonna move it. He wants to move it. He's just waiting on the survey work. If that's not a good enough excuse for you, you can direct us to do something more aggressive.
I guess my opinion is if he's doing something about it,
I know he's hired the surveyor, because I've talked to the surveyor.
and they're hard to get right now,
Yes.
so,
He's making an attempt, he's just slow.
yeah.
Give them the chance.
So if I could add in, I spoke with the property owner today. I believe he thinks the surveyor is going to be out there in the next week and a half or so to mark the edge of the right-of-way so that he knows where to move it to. I made sure he understood what the setback was when he moves it, and based on the letter that Brad had sent him, he has until the end of October to get it done. And I said, if it's not moved by the 1st of November, then I will get involved with the letter and the administrative fines beginning that day. So he understands that, and he said he would take care of it. I did push him off on the variance application until we have from the committee procedure in place, and then he would be able to start that process. But I said the shed needs to move.
Yeah, as long as he's working with you, I mean,
Yep.
That's all I had.
Okay, any new business? Any old business? We're looking for that flash and neon light.
Motion, we adjourn?
Yeah,
Flash?
yeah, that one.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all for hanging in here.